Alright mates, grab your coffee, sit tight, and let's dive into the absolute circus that is Aussie politics today. We've got a cracking story for you. Opposition leader Peter Dutton wants a referendum on whether dual citizens convicted of terror offences should be deported. But Jacqui Lambie? Oh, she's not having a bar of it. She's come out swinging, calling it a waste of time and money. And honestly, she's got a point. Why blow hundreds of millions on a referendum when Parliament can just change the bloody laws? We'll break it all down. Dutton's plan, Lambie's fiery response, and whether this is all just a sneaky election tactic to distract from more pressing issues. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a solid grip on the latest political brawl. Now, before we rip into it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing you the real, unfiltered breakdown of Aussie politics. And if you're fed up with the political circus, check out our limited edition Albo Says Relax t-shirt, only $23 for the next 2 days. Links in the description. Alright, let's get into it. So, here's the deal. Dutton's proposal, as reported by The Age, would give ministers the power to strip citizenship from dual nationals found guilty of crimes like terrorism. Sounds tough, right? A solid move to protect Australia? Well, Jacqui Lambie isn't buying it. She reckons it's all just political theatre, an unnecessary and expensive stunt when the laws could just be changed through Parliament. Speaking to Sky News Australia, Lambie didn't hold back. I don't think we need to go to referendum. I think we can change the laws in Parliament, she said. And fair dinkum, she's got a point. Why are we talking about spending hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars on a referendum when a simple legislative amendment could do the job? And let's be real, this isn't about national security. If it was, why didn't the coalition fix this when they were in power for 9 years? They had nearly a decade to sort it out. And now, suddenly, weeks before an election, it's urgent? Yeah, right. Lambie went on to say she needed legal advice on the matter, but from what she's been told, a referendum is completely unnecessary. I really need to get some legal advice on this, because that's not what I've been told. We can actually change it by a bill through Parliament, and we are not doing it properly. And here's where things get spicy. Lambie really lays into Dutton, questioning whether he's got anything better to offer voters ahead of the upcoming election. Honestly, if this is the best thing he's got 6 or 7 weeks out from an election, then blow me over, this is not going to win him votes. She's not wrong. With cost of living pressures smashing everyday Aussies, skyrocketing power prices, and the housing crisis spiraling out of control, people aren't exactly losing sleep over whether a referendum on deporting dual citizens is on the cards. But here's the kicker. When asked if most Aussies would support kicking out convicted terrorists who hold dual citizenship, Lambie didn't hesitate. Yeah, sure they do. But they had 9 years in government and didn't take care of this, and now it's suddenly important. That's the real question, isn't it? If this was such a critical issue, why are we only hearing about it now? Could it be that Dutton's just trying to shift the conversation away from, oh, I don't know, his party's abysmal polling numbers? And speaking of shifting the conversation, former Prime Minister Tony Abbott has thrown his 2 cents in, saying Australia's citizenship test needs to be tougher. Now, this is where things get interesting. Lambie doesn't exactly disagree. She reckons Australia's immigration system needs a serious rethink, not just in terms of who we let in, but why we let them in. We need to be targeting better, she said. We don't need more taxi drivers. We need workers in construction. We don't need more dog walkers. We need skilled workers. We keep saying this year in, year out, but we haven't been doing a very good job of it. That's a brutally honest take, and whether you agree with her or not, you can't deny she's hitting on a real frustration a lot of Aussies have. But back to the referendum itself. Lambie made it crystal clear, she's not keen on referendums, and she reckons most Australians aren't either. After last year's Voice to Parliament referendum, which ended in a disaster, there's referendum fatigue in the air. People are struggling to keep their lights on, not rallying behind another costly vote on an issue that should be sorted in Parliament. We have thousands of new homes coming up on the drawing board, and tell me, why aren't we putting solar on all of them? Why isn't Labor doing that? Why aren't they putting solar on 50,000 new houses? She asked. And that's where she really twists the knife. Instead of talking about an issue most Australians aren't focused on, why aren't our politicians tackling the cost of living crisis head-on? Why aren't they making real, tangible changes that actually help everyday people? That's the problem with modern politics. Folks, it's all smoke and mirrors, a distraction from the real issues affecting your wallet.
And Lambie?
Well, love her or hate her, at least she's cutting through the crap and calling it for what it is. So, what do you reckon? Is Dutton genuinely concerned about national security, or is this just a convenient election stunt to distract from the coalition's lack of real policy solutions?
Should Parliament just change the laws instead of holding a referendum?
And do you think Australia needs to toughen up its citizenship test? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear what you think. And while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe for more no BS political breakdowns. And if you're over the endless political spin, grab our exclusive Albo Says Relax t-shirt, only $23, but only for the next 2 days. Links in the description. That's it for today, legends. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we'll catch you in the next one.